Right across Sydney, it is the Jimmy Nath Show with Emma today, 104.1. Welcome, everybody.
Nathan, please get the round of applause ready for someone that would put us all to shame. He's the Aussie legend that the people have dubbed the internet's boyfriend. Hailing from Queensland, he's one of the most famous cocks in the sex work industry. Just all penises in general, actually. He's collaborated with almost every A-list adult content creator there is, including our recent guest, friend of the show, Blue-Eyed Kayla Jade. Please welcome to the show, Ben, a.k.a. the Girth Master! We bloody got him!
Thanks for having me, guys. Glad to be here.
Girthy, thank you so much for being on this show, mate. I don't think I've ever been more excited for a guest on the show. Let me tell you one thing. I was catching up with a few of my mates over the weekend, and out of anybody, right, if I said to them, name a creator or name a porn star, they don't name women. They say Girth Master. Yeah.
You're like the dick god.
the god of cock. You're the first name that people come up with. Did you know that this is what was going to happen when you entered this realm?
Not at all, mate. I thought I'd get a little bit of beer money here and there, maybe help pay the rent. But a few years later, here I am. And, I'll meet people and tell them who I am. And they're like, you're Girth Master. I've heard of you.
Does anyone go, prove it?
Yeah, they try.
Yes. He's at Woolworths, and they're like, get it out. Get it out.
All of a sudden, there's these people in the produce aisle doing limbo.
I mean, you probably got it a lot, Benny, but I do wonder, how often people either are staring at you or looking at you, trying to place you. Do people come up to you in when you're out in public?
Yeah, fair bit these days. Yeah. Usually if someone's sober, they don't like to admit to watching, porn or TikTok, so they just stare at me from across the room. But as soon as people are drinking, they can't stop. They just come up and, it's good that they're happy to see me, shout me a drink, that kind of thing.
Oh, really? So you're quite lit. You don't even need beer money because people are shouting you drinks at bars. Imagine you're sitting there with your miss and go, I've got to buy that guy a drink. Why? He has a huge penis.
Do people, when you talk about drunk, because I'd say the same, Nathan and I are out, if we're at a pub, as the drink's flowing throughout the night, that's when they come up. They've got liquid courage, right? But they'll come up, and usually for Nathan and I, it's our thing. So they're going to ask us to do, a joke or ask some of that. Are people trying to fuck you? Do people come up to you drunk and just does that happen?
Yeah, but I'm not complaining about it. It's pretty good.
Can I just say, Ben, I had never seen your package until the other day, and we did a lot of Googling, and there are,
Ben, I was filming them secretly, and I tagged you in it when the whole team.
Yeah, I saw the video. I shared it on my Instagram. I love that.
We were shook when an object was placed, like a wine bottle. And I'm talking a mini one that you get on the plane, like a full wine bottle. We all were just shocked and delighted, but also a little bit scared.
Ben, I've modelled my Frank Green off you, mate. This is.
It has been said that the girls that take it are the real Girth Masters.
Whoa, mastering your girth. Have you ever wished that your penis was smaller?
Oh, good question.
No.
Never.
Yeah, no.
Nah.
That's it.
Not at all.
You were talking about it the other day. I think it was on TikTok I was watching about when you first found out, you realised it was a lot bigger than everyone else's. Weren't you in the change rooms or somewhere? Talk us through the moment you started to discover, hang on, mine is bigger.
Yeah, it was like a group shower at high school camp. One of the boys saw it and they yelled it out. Everyone in the shower looked.
What the hell's that?
From outside the shower started running in.
Yeah. Really? So people...
half the grade saw it in 10 minutes.
Teachers are coming in.
Were you embarrassed at that point when everyone was making a spectacle of it? Or were you oh, hang on a second?
No, it was surreal. I didn't know it was that much bigger than normal. And then all of a sudden I was, everyone at school knew my name the next day.
Wow. Is it always been big? Did your mum, have you spoken to your mum about it since, being hey... was I born? Did it look bigger than the average baby?
Your mum gave birth. Your mum gave birth to a penis, and then eventually you grew it.
Yeah. No, did you grow into it? Was it always big?
Well, I haven't got into that much detail with my mum about it. Okay. But grade 8, I was measuring it, and it was the length of the palm of my hand. So it definitely got a lot bigger since then.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a late bloomer.
Do you think with it came a lot of confidence? Because in those teenage years,
BGE.
but as you're going into you're creating a sex life for yourself, it's an awkward time for so many people. But did you just have confidence straight away, or did even the man with the greatest piece of all time, did even you have awkwardness in the sex life when you eventually lost the V plates?
I mean, definitely had awkwardness then. Definitely still have awkwardness.
Yeah.
But it just helps in the fact that, I think now I have so much sex that I can just approach life without even thinking about that as an option.
Yeah.
And chat to people normally, which is,
How did you get past that? How did you get past that awkwardness? Because, obviously, people look at
I don't know. When he pulls his pants down, enough women go, what the fuck? He's probably like,
Having a big dick doesn't help you really pick up women that much unless they know about it. Because you can't tell them you've got a big one, because then they're going to run the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Call their friends.
They think you're lying. I've plenty of times had a bunch of drinks and gone, I got a huge one. Until they see it, they don't know. They probably just think you're some drunk guy being like, I got a big... But now it's on the internet. The girls, you Google it, it just comes up. And if it's not your real one, it's the replica, like the dildo.
Yeah. Now I've gotten to the point of being recognizable enough that people see me out, know who I am, and will come up with their friends. And my single friends love it.
Yeah,
totally.
But he's not as big, but he'll do.
Move.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there one thing I want to know as well, Ben? Is there dating within the industry, or is it purely you guys are just having sex for business? You're never going to go, oh, hey, let's go for a drink, or...
there's definitely dating in the industry.
Okay.
A lot of performers will end up getting married to each other, starting a family, or they're dating people outside the industry.
Yeah.
Me personally, I try to kind of avoid dating within the industry.
Yeah.
But chemistry does develop. Sometimes you'll have little flings here and there, and it's a lot of fun.
How does it go when you're dating? When you're dating, but also doing this work, is it hard to find a partner who is accepting of what you do?
It's definitely harder, yeah. But I kind of thought about that before I got into it, knowing doing this line of work is going to make it harder to find a partner. But just kind of doing myself a favor in that if someone has a major problem with me having done porn, they're probably not the person I want to be with anyway. So
There you go. Yeah.
How long do you reckon this is going to be a thing for you? Is this are you looking at the next 10 years? You're looking at the next 20 years? Is there something else you want to do in your life?
I mean, as long as I'm enjoying it, I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
I could see myself... There's still a fair few things I want to get done in the industry, but another year or two, I reckon I could pretty happily leave. I mean, if I'm still enjoying it then and have no reason to, then I'll stick around. But
because you just moved, you've left Brizzy and you live in LA. Just happened. What was the plan for moving? Why did you move over?
There's just a lot more opportunity out here.
Yeah.
I've got some exciting things on the horizon while I'm in the States. It's kind of the hub of the industry out here. A lot of the best creators are here, and just creative people in general that you can link up with and share ideas with, create things with. It's really just the place to be.
Outside of other, famous, OF and porn creators, have you ever had a celebrity slide into your DMs and just look for a little privy?
I've had a few celebrities in there, yeah.
Big ones that everyone would know?
Who? So what was that? Have you has any come off? Pardon the pun, but come off?
Come on.
No, nothing yet. I've been flat out since I've been here, but some relatively big names in the DMs.
Can you give us a hint? Can you tell us who are they? Actresses? Who? What field?
There's someone in the Star Wars world right now is in there.
Someone in the Star. Harrison Ford wants to fuck you. Someone in the Star Wars. So they just slid into your DMs, and were they after a session, or they want to go on a date, or they want to film something? What are they looking for?
It's always real polite. They're not looking to film anything, just a little, hang out, get to know each other, see what happens.
Wow. Did you chat to Cardi B? Because I saw she tweeted about you.
No, we were kind of indirectly talking to each other because she retweeted a post of mine and then deleted it a minute later.
Right.
And then she was tweeting kind of about me, and I'd reply to her tweet, and then she'd make another tweet, with a GIF reply to what I said, but haven't directly spoken.
That's flirty, though.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Yeah, at the time she was having trouble with Offset.
Yeah.
And now they're back together. After that whole thing happened, they got back together.
They're not back together.
They're not back together.
No, she's got a new boyfriend.
Oh,
she debuted it. Yeah, they broke up again. Who could see that coming?
Stefan Diggs.
Yeah,
I think she was
at the Knicks game.
At the Knicks game, yeah.
Wow.
So Cardi B single right now?
Yeah.
Would you have a crack at Cardi B? He's writing it down in his phone.
just open Instagram back up.
Hey, Girthy, have you ever, because, you know, you have such a big piece, right? And a lot of blood is required to, you know, build that building. Yeah, you know what I mean? Have you ever had performance issues? Does that happen to someone like you?
I mean, from time to time, yeah. Like if it's a big shoot, maybe I'm nervous. Maybe there's like 4 girls and I'm nervous for that reason, you know.
I'm nervous.
It can happen, but
Yeah.
part of being good at the job is knowing how to mitigate that, you know.
Yeah. How do you
Calm
mitigate?
yourself down.
Yeah, how do you mitigate?
Think the right thoughts. And
yeah, you're thinking of different things, or are you know, I don't know,
Thinking of Cardi B.
counting to 10? Or what do you?
Yeah, I mean, just
watching Return of the
calm
Jedi.
myself down. Like,
Yeah.
the only time I have like issues like that is like I'm anxious, my heart's racing, I'm stressed about something.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know. I just take a few deep breaths, put my mind somewhere else, and
Well,
get it there.
we want to ask you about the meat rub as well.
I love that, by the way.
Yeah. So
The
when
meat
I
rub.
first saw it, I was like, "Is this just another one of his videos? Is he just watching him rub his meat?" But this is real. You're launching 8 new meat rubs and seasonings. This is a real thing.
Unbelievable.
It's running on Channel 9 as an infomercial. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm on a Channel 9 infomercial and like billboards around Australia.
Wow.
That is so
That
good.
is so good.
So, are you a big eater of meat?
Huge carnivore, mate. Yeah.
I had steak last night.
Was this your idea? Did someone come to you? Like, how did this happen?
They reached out.
Yeah?
They thought of the idea of getting an OnlyFans guy to pitch a meat rub. It's a genius idea.
It is so good.
And, they
good.
asked if I wanted to be on TV. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to be on billboards?
decision.
Yes.
Do you getting a cut of it? Like for the more they sell, like you get a slice of the profits, or are you just the face of it?
No. I'm paid for like endorsing the brand, being the face of the meat rub.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm not in the share of that.
Good. Good on you, Girthy. Okay, what about a dream collaboration? Is there somebody, and let's go out, we'll do one for who are creators, but also celebrities. Yeah. So dream collaboration with an OnlyFans creator or a porn creator, who would it be?
It's going to sound like I'm bragging, but I've kind of worked with everybody.
Well, that's what I mean.
Angela White was the number one, and then I've shot with her 3 times.
Yeah.
So.
It's almost old news with
Shout
Angela
out
White.
to legendary Australian.
Yeah, we
Angela
love it.
White.
Just
Love
the
Aussies.
quite literally coming together. What about a celebrity, a non-creator? You know, somebody in movies, or a singer, or an actress, or.
I hear Sydney Sweeney's single these days.
Yeah.
She is. I mean, she's on everyone's list.
No, because
No,
she's
that's
on
nice.
mine.
Okay, plus Angelina Jolie.
Okay, go with Angelina Jolie because Sydney Sweeney's mine, and I'm.
I don't know, man. I feel like Sydney's going to be way freakier.
Yeah, but I'm Sydney Teeny compared to him.
That's what you slide in with. Call me Sydney Teeny, baby. You know what the Girth Master.
I can
want
make
this
you
little...
laugh in the bedroom and out of the bedroom. I want to, Ben. I want to talk about how much you do make and how much you can make. So, like because you're obviously quite literally at the top of your game now. What are we talking about?
It was a TikTok that said you earned like 40 to 80K per month.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw that.
Like how much can you turn over a year in this game?
I mean, there's not really a ceiling to it. You know, like the top earners are making tens of millions, I'd say.
Wow.
It's a huge range from, people make a few $100 a week up to tens of millions that I know. So,
and is that money?
it really depends on how much work you put in and how good you are at marketing. And
So
do you think it's a lot of like marketing? Because there's like, I'll be honest, I don't subscribe. But is that Sophie Rain? Do you know her? Is it? I think am I saying that right?
I'm familiar with her.
Yeah. So like, I see her on TikTok, and they say that she earns like millions of dollars. So is it the marketing she does on TikTok, or is it she's great as a performer and that's what brings people in?
I don't know if she even is a performer like that. I think she's just a great marketer.
Yeah, I don't know if she does she doesn't do stuff, does she?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
It is a marketing job at the end of the day. Like I spend most of my time on marketing. You shoot for an hour or two maybe.
Yeah.
And that includes taking the TikToks and stuff like that. And then the rest of it is all just marketing. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
Well, perception is everything.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked with
marketing? It doesn't matter how good the content you make is. If your marketing isn't up to scratch, you're not going to make anything.
Have you ever worked with Bonnie Blue before, Girthy? Have you ever worked with Bonnie Blue before?
No, I give her a wide berth.
Yeah.
A wide girth?
I want Girth. So good. Look, Girthy, mate, we really appreciate you coming on the show. You are a friend of the show. We love you to bits. Please leave Sydney Sweeney alone. She's all mine. Go after Angelina. Ben, Girth Master, launching today. Girth Master's 8 new meat rubs and seasonings. This is fucking unbelievable.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Genius.
And Girthy, just on behalf of the team, because they keep running through in our chat, we'd love a few replicas of your peen. If you want to send them through, there's a few.
We
of
can just
them.
set them up in the studio so they're in our videos.
Just Emma just wrote through. She wants to change her seat.
Yeah, we need to do some reconstruction.
Girthy.
We love you, and best of luck overseas as well.
Get
with
on
your
you,
move and
mate.
everything. So.
If you ever need anything,
Hey, thanks a lot, guys.